Well, hello there, humans, hippies, earthlings, whoever you are, wherever you are, whatever you're doing, and whoever you've been lucky enough to do it to of late. It's BUSHKA ON BLITZ here, coming to you today with another bit of chat. The proverbial hug it out session that we had last week is going to take place, hopefully, on a weekly basis, and it should be a great bit of giggle. Now, there's been lots going on regarding myself, the channel of late. I'm going to run through the new podcast, the music from the intro, the upcoming Twister Cup, the buffs, the nerfs, the shoulder or wonking results, and a bit of a way you can contact me if you want to put any more gameplay up and into action. Now, the podcast is probably the big news in the past couple of days. Snake Eyes and I sat down and had a bit of banter for basically an hour. Now, if you want to get a hold of the podcast and listen to it, I haven't parlayed iTunes yet and had a crack at putting it up on there. I will in the very near future. I had a chat to Left Turn, famous for the Tank Boom podcast, who is a wonderful human being, and he said that I should probably have 2 or 3 in the can before I go to iTunes so that when people start looking, there is an actual body of work. That being the case, it should be up on iTunes hopefully in the next couple of weeks. But at the moment, if you want to visit bushkaonblitz.com/podcast. Very, very hard to figure out that one. www.bushkaonblitz.com/podcast. Now, that'll get you to the RSS feed for the podcast. So any new episodes I post will pop there, and you can probably follow along. And I'll also post it on Twitter and, all around the traps. What else is new? Well, people were requesting the music from the intro that I recently did, the new intro, which was from my old band. The band was called Bell Chopper, and the song was called Wendy. I believe it was named after Wendy Turnbull, who was a tennis player way back in the day. I've got no idea why we called it that, but we did. I've put that up on bushkaonblitz.com as well, www.bushkaonblitz.com for all your Bushka stuff. That's pretty straightforward. There is a little thing there you press, and it will play you Wendy by Bell Chopper. So happy days. Hope you enjoy that. If you were looking for that bit of music, that's where it is. I haven't whacked it on SoundCloud. I do have a SoundCloud account that's got the old 500 subscriber Tank song that I wrote and whacked up, which was pretty silly, but a bit of a giggle when I thought I'd never get past 500 subs. And obviously, we're well past 500 subs now, which is fantastic stuff. Big news this week as well. The Twister Cup is up and rolling. And you might have noticed that I'm not in it because Snake Eyes forgot to enter us. He got everyone invited to the team. We all said yes, and then he forgot to press the button that entered us. Went off and had a lovely day with the family and came back, and entries were closed. No more players, verboten. You might see him with Snake Eyes in this little bit of video work that we're having a crack at here. And we just put a double tap on that E50 with the 183 in the grill, and wasn't it fantastic? Now, the Twister Cup will be great. I'm really looking forward to it, and it's great to see Blitz getting into the field of esports. It can only be good for the game, and if you are a fantastically talented player, not like the run-of-the-mill middle-aged 60%ers like me and the rest of the mob, I hope you do very well in it, and I hope your clan or group of mates wins for Asia, because we didn't do much in the recent shoulder or wonking competition. We did have one winner, that was Anuj at Tier X. So I suppose if you're going to get one winner, you get the bloke that does 8,255 damage. The shoulder or wonking contest was superb. It got a heap of people enjoying the fruits of labour. I'll run you through the winners. BG2B won the Tier 5 division with 3,123 damage in the KV1. Big Besha 65 won the Tier 6 division with 4,212 damage in the KV2. Tritoki won the Tier 7 division with 4,975 damage in the SU-122-44, which has just recently been buffed. Fantastic. It was a good tank already. It's now a monster. The T-44 from Her Mr. Oz with 5,579 damage took out Tier 8, and he also took out Tier 9 with a 7,723 damage draw in the Leopard PTA. And Anuj Dankar won Tier X in the grill with 8,255. Now, those boys all get premium time, credits, and gold, courtesy of Wargaming. So hats off to Wargaming for manning up with the prizes and helping a brother out in terms of, you know, something interesting to play for. If you do want to put a replay in, send an email to bushkawonking@gmail.com. It's very, very straightforward. You send me the email, give me a little bit of info on why you think this is a good replay, because I obviously don't have time to watch every single replay that comes in. We get a whole heap of replays, or I get a whole heap of replays in. Just a little bit of interest. I'll be doing buffs and nerfs for the patch. Well, I won't be doing buffs and nerfs for the patch. I'm doing actually a couple of reviews from this patch. The Yag Tiger, I just drove about 12 games in it. Yeah, the review is going to be pretty straightforward. It's OP as hell. It's now got the highest DPM in the game, and doesn't it just pump? If you stand in front of that thing in a tank, you are the silliest bugger on tracks, because it's doing 460 alpha basically every 8 seconds, and that's without rammer and everything else. I mean, you put a gun rammer and a bit of adrenaline and crew skills and rations into that, it really, really pumps. I think it's at 3,300 odd damage right now, just without a rammer and everything else involved. So if you've got a tier 9 medium and you're silly enough to let that thing hit you, it will light you up and wreck you in no time at all. I had 11 games in it, or 12 games in it today, and I had 3 5k plus games, 3 mastery games that were 4.5k, some of them as well, and just a heap of damage. It's still as slow as a big fat cow, but it's very, very easy to outlay damage on targets. The gun's very, very nice. The buffs and the nerfs from the patch were pretty interesting. The SU-122-54 also got buffed, so that's got nearly as much DPM as the Yag. Doesn't have the same armor profile, and the gun's not quite as good, but still, ooh, it's a hell of a tank, and it's a completely different playstyle. So if you like being quick, nimble, and active, that could be the one for you. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that, boys and girls. Lots of stuff going on the channel. What else? I can't think of anything else. The Patreon stuff's going really well too. If you're interested in joining Patreon, we've got a lot going on, and it's well worth the effort. Just check out the patreon.com/Bushka on Blitz for all your info on that one. Until next time, boys and girls, love your work, and bye for now.